Let's take a look at 21st century human behavior, human belief, and human emotions as something to help you to ponder, to help you to practice, and to master your skill with your emotional intelligence and how you can apply it in business, in leadership. Let's take a look at how people earn money and then how people spend money. Just two different categories as our example of study. Okay? Assuming you're a zoologist, and assuming you're a zoologist from another planet, you came down here on Earth, and then you see all these Homo sapiens, and then you want to study them. Okay, as a zoologist, as a scientist. Okay, let's look at human earning and human spending. In terms of earning, okay, in the 21st century, in the industrialized world, there are a million ways to earn money. There's a million different professions and a million different industries. Okay, some people choose to start a business. Some people choose to work for other people. Some people choose to keep the business within their family, and some people choose to go big or go IPO or sell it to a bigger company, or they choose to go big but keep it with themselves. Now, in terms of earning, okay, some people choose to work in blue-collar professions, and some people choose to work white-collar professions in the office. Some people work hourly, some people work salary. Some people are all about pay me every Friday. And some people are more about having a profession. And some people are perfectionists. Some people don't care so much. And some people, no matter what their profession or their income level, they get a kick out of getting things done. And they get a bigger kick out of helping a coworker, a colleague, get things done. Okay? Some people don't get a kick out of getting things done. They get a kick out of getting away with not getting things done and still getting paid. And some people get a kick out of causing trouble. Okay? These are all different sorts of human conducts, human behavior. Okay? Why do you think people act the way they act? You think their emotions might have something to do with it? You think their thinking, their belief, their understanding of the society might have something to do with it? Yeah? All right. So let's take a look at human spending. Okay? Some people like to spend, and some people don't like to spend. Some people spend money on these things, but not the other things. And some people spend money on everything. Some people like to pay cash. Some people like to go get a credit. Okay? Just take a look at the things that you yourself will not buy. Those are the best examples for you to study. Okay? For example, okay? Take a look at the type of cars people drive. Take a look at some car, okay, that you yourself will never buy, but someone else has obviously bought it. Okay? So just ask yourself as a thought experiment, as a scientific inquiry, as an exercise for your own personal self-development into society, into human nature. That is, what sort of person and for what reason would buy that particular car that I won't buy? Okay? Here's a typical example to get your mind going. Okay? Who's going to buy a two-seater? Not someone with 5 kids. Okay? It's highly likely a single guy who would buy a two-seater. Why would he want to buy a two-seater? Okay? What's the emotion and what's the practical purpose for him to buy a two-seater? I'll leave that to you to think about. Now, who would buy a minivan? Will a single guy buy a minivan? And why would a young person, a young male, be driving a minivan? Well, one possible explanation is that was his mother's car, and he's the oldest kid, okay? Now he's driving his mother's car because he just got his driver's license, and his mother's car is a minivan. So that's why you will see a young male driving a minivan. He got it for free. Or it's not even his car yet. It's still under his mother's name. Okay? That is just an example to get your mind going. Okay? So when this young man goes to buy his first car with his own money, do you think he's going to be buying a minivan? Well, he's single. Now, how about some other human consumption choices? All right? There are 2 major types of smartphones. Okay? One made from one company, and the other is made by many, many other companies. Okay? What sort of person will go for one type but not the other? Okay? Same with computers. Okay? And there are just 2 camps of computers. Some people will never venture into the other camp. What are some of the reasons? And one camp of computer is actually 4 times as expensive yet it delivers only a quarter of the performance, both hardware and software. So why would someone buy a computer that's 4 times as expensive and only getting a quarter of the performance? And why would someone pay $1,400 for a telephone with no headphone jacket and knowing it's going to be obsolete, okay? Not in the tech sense, but in the fashion sense, that is going to be obsolete, okay, very quickly. But they spend $1,400 to do it. And they do it all the time. Why would people do that? Okay, is that for practical purpose or is that something else? Okay, think about it. Now take coffee, for example. Why would someone spend $7 for a cup of coffee? They can make it at home for 1% of the cost, all right? And why would someone drive their cars, okay, to a business district, pay for parking by the hour just to buy coffee and then sit there and then drink the coffee and read the newspaper or the magazine or something on their computer? Why would they do that? If they wanted to read something, to study something, and then they needed the coffee to keep them awake, why don't we do that at home? Isn't that the most efficient way to do it? Okay, so these are just questions that I'm throwing at you to get your mind going, to think about between human conduct, what do people do, their behavior, okay? What's the emotion that's driving them to do that? And what's the belief that's putting them in that emotional state? Don't forget to like and subscribe. So this way, when I release new educational videos, you will be notified and you will be the first to learn. And also, make sure you send this video to as many people as possible so we can all learn and grow together and help each other to grow together. We're in this together. And if you need private coaching, business consulting, or training, feel free to contact me. And my contact details are linked below.